ఓకేనా? గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ చిల్డ్రన్. మనం డైలీ ఇంగ్లీష్ లాంగ్వేజ్ డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాం. అందులో భాగంగా ఈరోజు 32nd పేపర్ను డిస్కస్ చేయబోతున్నాం. అన్ని పేపర్లు కూడా మెయిన్స్ రిలేటెడ్ పేపర్స్. చివరగా కొంత వొకాబులరీ ఇస్తూ ఉన్నాను. ప్లీజ్ ట్రై టు లిజన్ విత్ కేర్ అండ్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్. నాన్న 1 to 5 directions in each of the following questions. 5 options are given, of which one word is most nearly the same or opposite. Nearly the same or opposite. It may be synonym, it may be antonym in meaning to the given word in the question. Find the correct option having either same or opposite meaning. Either same meaning or opposite meaning. Bane, B-A-N-E, bane. Bane means causes trouble. Bane means causes trouble. First of all, you have to know the meanings. Causes trouble. Causes trouble. B-A-N-E, bane means causes trouble. See here, scourge, S-C-O-U-R-G-E. Scourge means same meaning. Causes trouble. So first one is the correct. Then assiduous, A-S-S-I-D-U-O-U-S. Assiduous means meticulous. M-E-T-I-C-U-L-O-U-S. Meticulous. Then casual means influence. I-N-F-L-U-E-N-C-E. Then candor means honest. C-A-N-D-O-U-R. Candor means honest. Then munificent means generous. G-E-N-E-R-O-U-S. So first of all, if you know the meanings, then only you are going to touch this exercise. It is nothing but vocabulary. So bane means causes trouble. This is scourge, S-C-O-U-R-G-E. Bane causes trouble. So trigger ani kuda anochu. Scourge, S-C-O-U-R-G-E, same meaning. Assiduous means meticulous, M-E-T-I-C-U-L-O-U-S. Then casual, influence, I-N-F-L-U-E-N-C-E. Candor, C-A-N-D-O-U-R. Candor means honest. Then munificent, M-U-N-I-F-I-C-E-N-T. Munificent means generous. So here, this is the synonym. Then obdurate, O-B-D-U-R-A-T-E. Obdurate means stubborn, S-T-U-B-B-O-R-N. Stubborn. Obdurate means stubborn. Mari same meaning రావాలి. Adamant. Adamant means stubborn. Stubborn, adamant. Then penurious, P-E-N-U-R-I-O-U-S. Penurious means poverty. P-O-V-E-R-T-Y. Poverty. Probity, P-R-O-B-I-T-Y. Probity means honesty. H-O-N-E-S-T-Y. Honesty. Inure means unpleasant. Inure means P-L-E-A-S-A-N-T. Unpleasant. Hapless means unlucky. Hapless means unlucky. So obdurate means stubborn, adamant, rude, same meaning. Penniless means poverty. Probity means honesty. Inure means unpleasant. Hapless means unlucky. Then inimical, I-N-I-M-I-C-A-L. Inimical. What is the meaning of inimical? Means unfriendly. Unfriendly. For-I-E-N-D-L-Y. Unfriendly meaning enemy. Ingoka meaning foe. Then congenial means friendly. F-R-I-E-N-D-L-Y. It becomes opposite. It becomes opposite. Then extant means existing. Extant means existing. E-X-I-S-T-I-N-G. Fallacious means incorrect. Fallacious means incorrect. తప్పు చేయుట అని అర్థం. గవర్నమెంట్, G-O-U-R-M-A-N-D. గవర్నమెంట్ మీన్స్ ఎక్సెస్. E-X-C-E, excess. Excess. Then next, garrulous. Garrulous means talkative. T-A-L-K-A-T-I-V-E. Its opposite, taciturn. TACITURN అంటే తక్కువ మాట్లాడుట. మరి కేర్లెస్ అంటే ఏంటి? టాకెటివ్. దీనికి ఆపోజిట్ ఏమవుతుంది? టాసిటన్. దెన్ ఇన్స్టిగేట్ మీన్స్ ప్రొవోక్. PROAA PRO ప్రొవోక్. PROVOKE ప్రొవోక్. ఇన్స్టిగేట్ మీన్స్ ప్రొవోక్, రెచ్చగొట్టుట అన్న సెన్స్ వస్తుంది. ఇట్స్ ఆపోజిట్ డిస్సువేడ్ మీన్స్ ఇన్స్టిగేట్ మీన్స్ ప్రొవోక్, రెచ్చగొట్టుట అన్న సెన్స్ వస్తుంది. మరి డిస్సువేడ్ దీనికి ఏమవుతుంది? మరి పర్సువేడ్. పర్సువేడ్. ఇక్కడ ఇన్స్టిగేట్ మీన్స్ ప్రొవోక్, రెచ్చగొట్టుట. మరి ఇక దీనికి రిప్రీవ్ మీన్స్ రిలీఫ్. RELIEF. రెస్కిన్. RESCIND. రెస్కిన్డ్ మీన్స్ రిపీల్. REPEAL. రిపీల్. Put an upsial end. Put an upsial end. Presage means indication. INDICATION. Then sanguine. Sanguine means optimistic. OPT. Optimistic. OPTMI. OPT. Optimistic. 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 Sanguine means optimistic. Then next one word, another word is there. Then umbrage means angry. Umbrage means anger. ANGR. Anger. Vilify. Vilify means negative. 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 Then winsome means pleasant. PLEASANT. Winsome, pleasant. Tirade means angry. 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 Willy means cunning. 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 Willy means cunning. Next, bridle. BRIDLE. Bridle means control. CONTROL. Here, brave means angry. Synonym, angry. So here vocabulary related things. So bane means causes trouble. Trigger. Bane causes trouble. Trigger. So assiduous means meticulous. METICULOUS. Casual means influence. INFLUENCE. Candor. CANDOUR. Candor means honest. Munificent. MUNIFICENT. Munificent means generous, kind-hearted. Then obdurate means stubborn. Adamant means stubborn, same meanings. Rude. Penurious means poverty. Probity means honesty. Inure means unpleasant. Hapless means unlucky. Inimical means unfriendly. Enemy, foe. Its opposite is congenial, friendly. Extant means existing. Fallacious means incorrect, wrong. Then gourmand means excess, surfeit. SURFIET. Surfeit. Then garrulous means talkative, ఎక్కువగా మాట్లాడడు. Its opposite is taciturn, తక్కువగా మాట్లాడడు. Instigate means provoke, రెచ్చగొట్టుట. దానికి ఆపోజిట్ dissuade అంటే persuade. PERSUADE. Then reprieve means relief. Then rescind. RESCIND. Rescind means repeal, put an end. Presage means indication. Sanguine means optimistic. దానికి ఆపోజిట్ pessimistic. Umbrage means anger. Tirade, angry అని అర్థం. Vilify means negative. Then winsome means pleasant. Next, willy means cunning. Bridle, control. Bridle means control. So this exercise is entirely related to the vocabulary. So every day Please, I used to give minimum 20 to 25 words. What my sincere appeal to you, you please try to copy these things to your notebook with patience, and you have to read. And you have to read. With this, you, to some extent, you can enrich you with your vocabulary. Okay, Nana? Then 6 to 10. 6 to 10, five statements are given below, labeled A, B, C, D, and E. Among these, four statements are in logical order and form a coherent paragraph or passage. From the given options, choose the option that does not fit into the theme of the passage or paragraph. This is nothing but you have to understand. You have to follow the tricky method. You have to follow the tricky method. Here, among five sentences, you have to keep in order. One sentence is not going to be suitable in that para. Sixth, questions have been therefore raised about the possibility of EVM tampering either by the introduction of malicious code Trojan that could override the logic embedded in the chip, replacing its chip or manipulating the communication between the ballot and the control units through remote signals or equipment. The electronic voting machine, that is EVM, connectivity is there, has been under strong scrutiny ever since it was deployed in the 1990s. The Election Commission has evolved improvements over time to address these concerns and has strengthened technical and administrative safeguards to prevent any manipulation related to the EVM. The Aam Aadmi Party recently demonstrated what it claimed to be possible hack of the EVM by the introduction of a Trojan onto an EVM prototype. The Indian EVM is a singular instrument with its dependence on stand-alone hardware, firmware, led machine components to register and tally votes. It is not reliant on computer software or networked components. The entire para is telling about the EVM. So here, this is the full form of EVM. Then EVM. Then next EVM. Next, Aam Aadmi Party recently demonstrated what it claimed to be a possible hack of the EVM by the introduction of a Trojan onto an EVM prototype. The Election Commission has evolved improvements over time to address these concerns and has strengthened technical and administrative safeguards to prevent any manipulation. So, by reading all these five sentences, see, in the recent past, EVMs from the year 1990, EVMs have introduced in the elections. So, these EVMs are running with the chip system. There is every possibility that there are some mistakes are there. With that, some problems are going to be erupted. Election Commission has evolved improvements over that. See, here, the fourth sentence are telling about the EVM and its problems. Only the fourth sentence is telling the Aam Aadmi Party recently demonstrated what types of problems we are going to face with regard to the EVM. So this is related to the party, but rest of the sentences are related to the EVM and its function and its introduction. So which option is odd one out? Fourth option is odd one out. In such a way, you have to find you have to keep one sentence as odd one out. Then he had also voted to ban Muslims from entering the US, and upon becoming president actually issued an executive order banning people from 7 Muslim majority countries from coming to the country. We don't know he. Despite reservation from Saudi Arabia and Israel, his administration went ahead with the Iran nuclear deal. We don't know he. He attacked its treatment of gays and women and slammed the Washington establishment for taking their money. But by choosing Saudi Arabia as his first overseas destination, as President Mr. Trump has signaled that his administration will retain the Washington establishment line towards West Asia. During the American presidential campaign, Donald Trump was particularly critical of Saudi Arabia. If you are going to read these 5 sentences, Here, these sentences are related to the US and Saudi Arabia. US and Saudi Arabia. Who is he? Donald Trump. This is the full name. After that, Mr. Trump. Donald Trump. After that, Mr. Trump. Then he. Then he. Then automatically, see, if you are going to observe he combination, Donald Trump and Mr. Trump. So then his administration, this is not related. So automatically, second one is odd one out. Just you have to link the things, that's all. Go as per the affinity. Then, eighth one. The main reason for India's non-participation in BRI is legitimate and fully understandable. BRI. Again, is there any BRI, any other sentences? You please observe. If it is there, you may have the link. BRI. Yes, BRI is there. Is there any link to B? Is there any other sentence is having the BRI? See, eighth one. Yes, BRI. Then next CPEC. CPEC. Link is there. So automatically BRI, CPEC, CPEC. So you are having the link. So A and C. Then next Nana, CPEC link is there. Now we are left with two sentences. What are that? But B and D. Now our job is we have to identify the one. Here Pak occupied Kashmir. Then Pak occupied Kashmir. So link is there. This is also okay. Then which option is odd one out? Fourth option is odd one out. Choice 4. That's all. Then next ninth one. Though the fifth biggest investor India accounts for $54 billion or 19.2% of Africa's foreign direct investment. This low phase is emblematic of India's African engagement. In 2015-16, bilateral trade was at 56.9 billion. India became a member of the African Development Bank in 1983, but it took another 30 years to move the partnership forward. Africa is listening, but what the partnership now requires to gain speed and efficiency. If you read these 5 sentences, immediately you are going to get the two countries. One is India, another one is Africa. Here, India's African engagement. Bilateral means between two countries. Then Africa is lasting. So then Asian Development Bank. This is the not related concept. Fourth is the odd one out. In this way, you have to crack this type of things. Then next one. RBI should be roped in to have a firm legal framework for supervision. The modus operandi anonymous people deposited and swiftly transferred crores of rupees in the society's accounts in the names of slum dwellers reflects poor regulatory oversight. Society's accounts. Then where you are going to find the same society, credit societies. Then is there any other sentence is having the credit society? Then next. So here the modus operandi anonymous people deposited and swiftly transferred crores of rupees in the society's accounts in the name of slum dwellers reflects poor regulatory oversight. Multi-state cooperative credit societies which accept deposits only from and give loans to members are regulatory by the central register under the Agriculture Ministry. The civil servant in charge, typically a joint secretary level officer, is ill equipped and does not have the wherewithal to handle supervision. And a report in ET by Sugata Ghosh shows how income tax means loopholes. loopholes, L-O-O-P, loop, H-O-L-E-S, loopholes have unearthed a case of large-scale money laundering through a multi-state urban cooperative private society account. A RBI should be roped in to have a firm legal framework for supervision. Here, if you read these sentences, society, it is linked to the cooperative private society. B, it is having the links with C, then it is having the link with E. Now we are left with A and D. Here, there is no link to RBI. So, definitely A is the odd one out. So, A is the odd one out, 1. That's all. In such a way, you have to do this type of exercises. You have to find the affinity between sentences with the help of the words. Then 11 to 15. See, main paper is going to be totally tricky. Try to read and try to understand the rational. Don't go for context. Don't go for context. Then 11 to 15. In each of the following questions, a short passage is given with one of the lines in the passage missing and represented by a blank. Select the best out of the 5 answer choices given to make the passage complete and coherent. Coherent means related, logically complete and sound. So, if the gap, if the blank is in the middle, you have to take the essence of the content of the first line and the last line. If it is in the last, you have to understand the entire para. If it is in the first, you have to see only the next line. In such a way, you have to get the answer. It is very easy. How it is going to be? See. Then, the Bangladesh, China, India, Myanmar corridor should be expeditiously implemented. This will be a boon to our eastern and northern eastern states, which are today deprived of markets and infrastructure access towards the east. Deprived of, allocation. Deprived is a word followed by the position of. Here, access towards the east. See, here, Bangladesh, China, India, Myanmar corridor should be expeditiously implemented. This will be a boon. This will be a boon to our eastern and northeastern states. Eastern and northeastern states, which are today deprived of markets and infrastructure access towards the east. We should propose an India-China economic corridor. Here, BCIM corridor. But here we are using ICEC. No. This will partly address India's sovereignty concerns. This much needed land access will benefit both India and Pakistan. See, we didn't see the word Pakistan, so it is also not possible. A is not possible, C is not possible. It will also impart flesh and blood to India's East Asia policy. East, here, northeastern states. So, this will partly address India's sovereignty concerns. No, there is no word sovereignty either in the first lines or in the last lines also. Then definitely B doesn't follow. Automatically, fourth one comes in the blank. In such a way, you have to decide. I hope children should follow my advocation. Then, next, 12th one. We need to aim at fully commissioning modern modular nuclear power plants within 4 or 5 years of the first 4 of concrete. It would keep the attendant price of power competitive and also augment indigenous capacity to undertake nuclear commerce internationally. Concurrently, a larger nuclear power generation capacity and consequent increased base load installation calls for a revamped power tariff policy. The government has approved the setting up of 10 nuclear power stations of 700 megawatt each using indigenously developed pressurized heavy water reactors. Heavy water reactors. Is there any mention of the heavy water reactors in the para? No. So it is not going to be. This is a new word. Then the larger plant site should set up efficiency in generation. Okay. Project delays can make nuclear plants well nigh unviable. Sourcing and managing component cost would be key. the center needs to call for time of day tariffs nationally. Is there any word tariff? No, there is no tariff, so it is not going to be. Project delays. Project delays. Is there any word of related to that? So the center, the project delays can make nuclear plans well nigh unviable. Sourcing and managing component cost would be key. Okay, maybe. Then the larger plant size should be. It may be. It should be possible to cut project expenses with speedy execution. Once again, we need to aim at fully commissioning modular nuclear plant within 4 or 5 years, of the first within 4 or 5 years. That means it would keep the attendant price of power comparative and also augment indigenous capacity to undertake nuclear commerce internationally. Concurrently, a larger nuclear power generation capacity and consequent increased base load installation calls for a revamped power tariff policy. So where is tariff? You please try to search for tariff. Is there any tariff? Here tariff is there. Tariff is there. So where we are going to have the link, you have to search for link. So here tariff. Yes, tariff is there. Where is the tariff policy? So the center needs to call for time of day tariff nationality and ideal meeting as power demand during the hours of peak load is expected to steadily rise. So 4 is the answer. You have to read. So if you won't identify that word having affinity, there you are going to commit a mistake. Just I did a mistake. Then the Reserve Bank of India. Next one is the Reserve Bank of India. Sorry. Then 12th, 13th is there. I miss. 13th one is there. 13th one. Yes. 13th one. We will come up with a permanent solution to end this issue, said Home Minister Rajnath Singh, referring to Kashmir. These are brave words and hopeful ones, especially in the present context. The present context is not just one of running battles between security forces and small but diverse groups of Kashmiri youngsters ranging from school girls to unemployed youth and indefinitely postponed by election from Kashmir to the Lok Sabha and frequent terrorist attacks. The present context is also marked by China's plan to treat Pakistan's occupation of a part of Kashmiri territory as permanent and valid by building logistical infrastructure running through Pakistan occupied Kashmir as part of the CPC, itself a part of China's Grandise Belt Road Initiative. Grandise means great. 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 Grandise. Grandise means great. Here, what proposed transport links between Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Gwadar? Pakistan has made and Gwadar. The port of the Baloch coast that China is building would do it to offer Kashmir access to a port through Pakistan. See here, problem is in Kashmir. Who are responsible for that? One is China, another one is Pakistan. Here, China, Pakistan. Words are there. The biggest challenge, of course, is to win over public opinion in the valley. The most doable part of this agenda is for the Home Ministry to take vigorous measures to put an end to assaults on Kashmir is working and studying elsewhere in India. Some members of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, it is not at all related. So here, the issue is in Kashmir Valley. which countries are responsible for that? One is China, another one is Pakistan. This we have to keep. So here, so first one is correct. First one is correct. Then next. 14th one, 15th one, 14th one. The Reserve Bank of India's decision to expand the strength and operational scope of the Oversight Committee for restructuring bank debt is welcome but not adequate. The committee proposes, under the current thinking, to give its nod to defaulting debtors who are taken up for resolution under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. This is not what is ideal. The banks should not be burdened with the job of resolving bad loans. Resolving bad loans. Dash banks should be free to sell off their bad loans. If you observe here, bad loans, instead of the banks are selling to these bad loans to asset reconstruction companies. Asset reconstruction companies. If bad loans are not going to be recovered, banks are going to face the insolvency and bankruptcy. Here, the main concept is bad loans. Private equity should be more than happy to invest in this activity if there is confidence that final resolution of stressed assets would actually happen. The Oversight Committee's real purpose is to offer the shield of integrity to decisions taken by banks to divest their portfolio of bad loans. That should be the job of an asset reconstruction company. Asset reconstruction company. Then that should be the solution is to create a company, a competitive market for stressed assets with multiple so-called venture funds in the prey, along with the ARC now in play. On these lines, it should be possible to set up a new well-capitalized ARC. See, the Reserve Bank of India decision to expand the strength and operational scope of the Oversight Committee for restructuring bank debt is welcome but not adequate. The committee proposes, under the current thinking, to give its nod to defaulting debtors who are taken up for the resolution under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. This is not what is ideal. The banks should not be burdened with the job of resolving bad debts. Banks should be free to sell off their bad loans to asset reconstruction company. So this, after the blank, we are seeing the asset reconstruction company. Again, before that, we have to use that should be the job of an asset reconstruction company. That should be the job of the reconstruction company. Banks should be free to sell off their bad loans to the asset reconstruction company. So which option is correct? Third option is going to be correct. It is going to have the good link. Then 15th one. Traditions need to be resurrected. Resurrected means rectified. Resurrected means rectified. 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 Resurrected means rectified. Periodically. Traditions need to be resurrected, rectified periodically. Modernization, globalization, pseudo-scientists, and lack of self-esteem among unorganized ethnic communities often take tradition away from this original form. The danger lies in either complexity, losing tradition to modernization, or becoming anti-modernization. Further, trade cannot survive if its policies and principles do not incorporate human values. Not renewing the policies and principles encourage exploitation of the planet. Frustration grows, violence escalates, and poverty, greed, and corruption clog society. Clog means block. PLOCK, block. Block society. leading to revolution. While technological advancement speaks of the creativity of the human race, its stagnation indicates the death of human intelligence here. Its misuse can make us lazy, unhealthy, and self-destructive. If we do not re-examine what we have learned and believe to be the truth, to be the truth. Is there we read the to be the truth. You become fanatical and your intellectual growth stagnates. When truth, tradition, trade, and technology stagnate. Here, if you read the para trade, then so tradition, trade, tradition, then technology, whether we use this word in the technological advancement. So, technology, then truth. Is there any word? So, modernization, globalization, pseudoscientists, and lack of self-esteem among unorganized ethnic communities often take tradition away from its original form. The danger lies in either completely losing tradition to modernization or becoming anti-modernization. Further, trade cannot survive if its policies and principles do not incorporate human values. Human values. Further, trade cannot survive if its policies and principles do not incorporate human values. Renewing the policies and principles encourage exploitation of the planet. Frustration grows, violence escalates, and poverty, greed, and corruption clog society, leading to revolution. Revolution. While technological advancement speaks of the creativity of the human race, its stagnation indicates the death of human intelligence here. Its misuse can make us lazy, unhealthy, and self-righteous. So, when truth, tradition, trade, and technology stagnate, revolution becomes inevitable. ఎప్పుడైతే అవి స్టాగ్నేట్ అవుతాయో, ముందుకెళ్ళవో, అప్పుడు ఇన్ఎవిటబుల్ రెవల్యూషన్ అనేది తప్పనిసరిగా వస్తుంది. కాబట్టి కనెక్టివిటీ ఇస్ దేర్, చాయిస్ 2. Then next exercise 16 to 20. These are the starters. Select the phrase. Select the phrase bar connector starters from the given 3 options, which can be used to form a single sentence from the 2 sentences given below, implying the same meaning as expressed in the statement sentences. These are the starters. The crisis faced by the TDP in Telangana is due to many top leaders and legislators switching loyalties to ruling Telangana Rashtra Samiti over last 3 years. మరి ఇక్కడ తెలంగాణలో అక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడొచ్చిందంటే, తెలంగాణ ఉన్నటువంటి టీడీపీ లీడర్స్ అందరూ తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర సమితిలో జాయిన్ కావడం వల్ల వచ్చింది. నాయుడు ఫ్లూ డౌన్ టు హైదరాబాద్ టు అడ్రస్ పార్టీస్ యాన్యువల్ కాన్క్లేవ్ టు బూస్ట్ ద మోరల్ ఆఫ్ ది పార్టీ క్యాడర్. మరి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు హైదరాబాద్కి వచ్చాడు. ఏంటి? పార్టీలో వాళ్ళ తిరిగి మళ్ళీ ఉత్సాహాన్ని నింపేందుకు. డిస్పైట్ ద క్రైసిస్, ఈవెన్ విత్ ది క్రైసిస్, అడ్రస్సింగ్ పార్టీస్ యాన్యువల్. హియర్ ఇక్కడ ఇది నెగటివ్, అది నింపడానికి పాజిటివ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ద నెగటివ్ స్టేట్మెంట్. ఫర్ దట్ నాయుడు ఫ్లూ డౌన్ టు హైదరాబాద్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద పాజిటివ్. ఫర్ నెగటివ్, పాజిటివ్. టు క్లబ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ despite, in spite of, though, although, but, yet, however, moreover, nonetheless, nevertheless, while, whereas. With these words we can club. Here, despite, even with. See, addressing parties, no, it is not going to be. So both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2 means choice 3. If there is positive, negative, positive, you may club the 2 sentences by using but, yet, despite, in spite of, though, although, however, nonetheless, nevertheless, whereas, while. Blindly you can move. Then 17th one. The CPI-M blamed the Yogi Adityanath government of Uttar Pradesh for the violent clashes between Dalits and upper classes in Sharanapur. శరణాపూర్లో దళితులకు అప్పర్ క్లాస్ మధ్యన కొన్ని గలాటలు వచ్చాయి. దానికి CPI-M పార్టీ యోగి ఆదిత్యనాథ్ గవర్నమెంట్ దీనికి రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ అని బ్లేమ్ చేసింది. They means CPI-M people demanded action in the matter, including protection and monetary compensation for the Dalits. సో ఇక్కడ స్టార్టర్ అదే వర్డ్ ఉంటే అదే తీసుకోవచ్చు. బ్లేమింగ్ ది యోగి ఆదిత్యనాథ్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఉత్తర్ ప్రదేశ్ ఫర్ ద వైలెంట్ క్లాషెస్ బిట్వీన్ దళిత్స్ అండ్ అప్పర్ క్లాసెస్ ఇన్ శానాపూర్. CPM demanded action in the matter, including protection and monetary compensation for the Dalits. Yes, absolutely correct. Since the CPI demanded, no, for all the CPI-M, for all the CPM, no, it may not be, since there is no time, so only one is correct. Then 18th one. The Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act fails to provide children with disabilities access to education majority due to absence of infrastructure of schools and universities. For providing better access to people with disabilities, lack of strong interest from the government and administration and due to closed mindset. The Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act fails to provide children with disabilities access to education majorly due to the absence of infrastructure of schools and universities. For providing better access, this is the second one here, it is missing. For providing better access to people with disabilities, lack of strong interest from the government and for providing better access to people with disabilities. లేదు ఇక్కడ you may put here too. Lack of strong interest from the government and administration and due to closed mindset. However, despite, even though, all these are going to give the positive negative context. See here, the Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act fails to, this is negative, lack of strong interest from the government and administration due to closed mindset. So this also. So positive, positive వచ్చినప్పుడు మనం అవేవరు, ఈవెన్ దో, డెస్పైట్ అన్నీ వాడచ్చు. కాబట్టి అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? ఆల్ ఆర్ కరెక్ట్. చాయిస్ 5. దెన్ నో నీడ్ టు థింక్ ఆల్సో, అనవసరంగా టైం వేస్ట్ చేసుకోవాల్సిన అవసరము లేదు. Then 20th. There is the growing threat of dementia, DEMENTIA. Dementia means illness. Dementia means illness. Jabbu. So there is the growing threat of dementia that hangs over us all. The first step may be to know something about Alzheimer's, its symptoms and consequences. As there is growing starter, you may use. Given the growing threat of, owing to the fact, no, given the threat of, growing threat of dementia that hangs over us all. The first step may be know something about Rasmus. As there is growing threat of dementia that hangs over us all, the first step is Rasmus. Owing to the fact that there is growing threat of dementia that hangs over us all, the first. So you may use second one, you may use third one also. So all are correct. Choice 5. Now in this paper, there are certain words are there, typical words. Please note down that words to improve your vocabulary, to improve your vocabulary nana. Come on. Plagued. Plagued. Plagued means suffered. SUFFER. Suffered. 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 Plagued means suffered. Then muddled. MUDDLED. Muddled means confused. CONFUSED. Then asymmetry. ASYMMETRY. Asymmetry means different. 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 Then denting. DENTING. Denting means damaging. 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 Then preamble. PREAMBLE. Preamble means ఉపోద్ఘాతము. ఇన్ తెలుగు ఉపోద్ఘాతము. ఏదైనా ఒక లెసన్ స్టార్ట్ చేసే ముందు ఓ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాస్తాం. స్టేట్మెంట్ STATE. స్టేట్మెంట్ అట్ ద బిగినింగ్. స్టేట్మెంట్ అట్ ది బిగినింగ్. BEGINNING. బిగినింగ్. Then escrow. ESCROW. Escrow means duplicate. 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 No. Escrow means duplicate. Replica. REPLICA. True copy అని కూడా అంటాం. Then next redress. REDRESS. Redress means correct. 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 Then ushering. USHERING. Ushering means leading. LEADING. Then paucity. PAUCITY. Paucity means scarce. 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 Death. Death. DEARTH. Death. See, this is one of the previous papers of SBI PO mains. SBI PO mains. Enactment. ENACTMENT. Enactment means implement. EMPLEMENT. Implement. Then cogent. COGENT. Cogent means reasonable. REASONAPLE. Reasonable. Reasonable. Then alacrity. ALACRITY. Alacrity means eagerness. 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 Alacrity means eagerness. Decree. DECREE. Decree means decision. 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 Once again, plagued. FLAGUED. Plagued means suffered. Muddled means confused, baffled. Asymmetry means different. Then denting means damaging. Then preamble means statement at the beginning. Escrow means duplicate. Replica. Redress means correct. Ushering means leading. Then paucity, scarce, death. Enactment means implement. Cogent means reasonable. Alacrity means eagerness. Decree means decision. Then some more words. Genesis. GENESIS. Genesis means beginning. 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 Then considerable. CONSIDERABLE. Considerable means substantial. 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 Then semblance. Semblance. SEMPLANCE. Semblance means situation. SITUATION. Paradigm. 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 Semblance means situation, paradigm. Homogeneous. HOMO. 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 GENEOUS. Homogeneous means same. Its opposite is heterogeneous. HETEROGENOUS. Homogeneous means same. Heterogeneous means different. DIFFERENT. ఇంపార్టెంట్ వర్డ్స్ ఇవి ఎక్కువగా అడుగుతూ ఉంటాడు ఎగ్జామ్స్లో, ఎక్కువగా వచ్చే పదాలు. సో దీస్ థింగ్స్ యూ ప్లీజ్ ట్రై టు రీడ్ ఎవ్రీ డే. యూ మే బీ గివెన్ విత్ 20 to 25 words. You please note down in your notebook and try to read 3 or 4 times so that you may have the memory. So children, today is 20th, tomorrow is the 21st. So tomorrow is the last day to submit the applications for SBI apprenticeship. నేను ఏం చెప్తున్నాను మీకు, మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా SBI apprenticeship ఎగ్జామ్ రాయండి. ఒకవేళ జాబ్ వస్తే 1 year పాటు బ్యాంక్లో పనిచేస్తారు, మంత్లీ 15,000 ఇస్తారు. 1 year తర్వాత మీకు సర్టిఫికేట్ ఇస్తారు. సో మీకు రిమూవ్ చేస్తారు. ఆ సర్టిఫికేట్తో మీరు ఏదైనా జాబ్ రాకుంటే మీ లోకల్ స్టేట్లో, మీ లోకల్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్లో, టౌన్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ప్రైవేట్ బ్యాంక్స్, HDFC కానీ, యాక్సిస్ బ్యాంక్ కానీ, ఎస్ బ్యాంక్ కానీ, బంధన్ బ్యాంక్ కానీ, ICICI బ్యాంక్ కానీ, లేదా 25 ప్రైవేట్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ కంపెనీస్లో కానీ, ఏదో ఒక ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్లో మీ లోకల్ సిటీలో, టౌన్లో 15,000తో జాబ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. కాబట్టి తప్పనిసరిగా SBI అప్రెంటిస్కి ఖచ్చితంగా అప్లై చేయండి. ఇక PO ఖచ్చితంగా అప్లై చేయండి. PO భయపడుతున్నారు, భయపడాల్సిన అవసరం ఏం లేదు. ఇప్పుడు ఈరోజు మనం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసిన పేపరు ప్రీవియస్ పేపరే. మీకు తెలుసు ఏంటి, అవుట్ ఆఫ్ మనకు 200 మార్క్స్కు ఎన్ని మార్కులు మెయిన్స్లో తీసుకుంటున్నారు? 80, 90. 200కు 80, 90 వస్తే జాబ్ గ్యారెంటీగా వస్తుంది. కాబట్టి 200కు 200 రావాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ప్రీవియస్ పేపర్స్లో మనం కటాఫ్లు చూస్తే చాలా తక్కువగా ఉన్నాయి. కాబట్టి మీరేం తక్కువ కాదు. సో డోంట్ ఫీల్ ఆర్ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఇన్ఫీరియారిటీ కాంప్లెక్స్. పుట్ అన్ అప్లికేషన్ ఫర్ SBI PO. లాస్ట్ డేట్ ఈజ్ 27th of this month. ఇక RBI క్లర్క్స్ తక్కువ వేకెన్సీ అని నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేయొద్దండి. తక్కువ మనకు కావాల్సిన ఒక జాబు, ఆ రేంజ్లో ప్రిపేర్ కండి. ఆల్రెడీ RRB క్లర్కల్ మెయిన్, RRB PO మెయిన్ రాసుకొని ఉంటారు. స్టప్ ఉంటుంది. లాస్ట్ 2-3 yearsలో మెయిన్స్ వరకు వెళ్ళి ఫెయిల్ అయిన వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు. కాబట్టి దయచేసి తప్పనిసరిగా RBI క్లర్క్ కూడా అప్లై చేసుకోండి. ఇక నెక్స్ట్ పోతే IDBI PGDBF. చాలా చక్కటి అవకాశం. IDBI PGDBFలో మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ నుంచి ఇప్పటి వరకు 3,000 పైగా జాబ్స్ వచ్చాయి. సో మంచి ఫ్యూచర్ ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి సేమ్ 60 రీజనింగ్ 60 మార్క్స్, 40 క్వాంట్ 40 మార్క్స్, 40 ఇంగ్లీష్ 40 మార్క్స్, 60 జనరల్ అవేర్నెస్ 60 మార్క్స్. సో 200 క్వశ్చన్స్, మొత్తం 200 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తున్నాడు. 2 hours కాంపోజిట్ టైం, సెక్షనల్ కటాఫ్ ఉంటుంది. చాలా ఈజీ. మీరు అక్టోబర్ 20th ఎగ్జామ్ అన్నాడు. నవంబర్ 1st వీక్, 2nd వీక్లో రిజల్ట్ వస్తుంది. నవంబర్ ఎండింగ్లో ఇంట్రూస్ పెడతాడు. డిసెంబర్ 1st వీక్లో డాక్యుమెంట్ వెరిఫికేషను. డిసెంబర్ ఎండింగ్ లోపల యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బీ ఇన్ మణిపాల్ యూనివర్సిటీ. మరి ఒక కాలేజ్ గోయింగ్ స్టూడెంట్గా లైఫ్ ఎంజాయ్ చేయొచ్చు. మంచి ఫ్యూచర్ ఉంటుంది. ఫస్ట్ 8 months మీకు 5,000 స్టైఫండ్ ఇస్తాడు, యూనిఫామ్ ఇస్తాడు, అట్లాగే వాడే బోర్డింగ్ లాడ్జింగ్ ఇస్తాడు, ఫుడ్ మంచి ఫుడ్ పెడతాడు. సో మీకు ఈ యొక్క 4+6 6 + 2 8 మంత్స్ తర్వాత రిమైనింగ్ 4 మంత్స్ మీకు ఓరియంటేషన్ నియరెస్ట్ బ్రాంచ్లో పంపించేసి 15,000 శాలరీ ఇస్తాడు. 13th మంత్ నుంచి యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు గెట్ ద శాలరీ ఆఫ్ 60,000. కాబట్టి ఖర్చులు తగ్గించుకొని అన్ని నోటిఫికేషన్స్కు స్పందించండి. ముఖ్యంగా 2024లో మనకు జనరల్ ఎలక్షన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి వితిన్ 1 మంత్ టైం, మ్యాక్సిమం 15 to 20 days టైంలో రైల్వేస్లో 3 lakh వేకెన్సీస్ వస్తున్నాయి. రైల్వేస్లో ఇంగ్లీష్ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఉండదు. రీజనింగ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్సు, అర్థమెటిక్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్, జేఎల్ అవేర్నెస్. గురు రాఘవేంద్ర బ్యాంక్ కోచింగ్ సెంటర్లో ప్రతిరోజు ఆఫ్లైన్ మోడ్లో ఒక ఎగ్జామ్ పెట్టడం జరుగుతుంది. దాంట్లో మీకు ఖచ్చితంగా మీకు ప్రతిరోజు కూడా రీజనింగ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ మీద 50 క్వశ్చన్స్, అర్థమెటిక్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ మీద 50 క్వశ్చన్స్, ఇంగ్లీష్ మీద 50 క్వశ్చన్స్, అట్లాగే జేఎల్ అవేర్నెస్ మీద 50 క్వశ్చన్స్, ఎస్ఎస్సి కమ్ రైల్వేస్కు ఆఫ్లైన్లో మెటీరియల్ ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. అవి చదువుకుంటే చాలు. ఈమెన్ హోంవర్క్ ప్రతిరోజు 1.5 hours ప్యూర్ మ్యాథమెటిక్స్, ఆల్జిబ్రా, ట్రిగనామెట్రీ, జామెట్రీ మీద క్లాసెస్ ఉన్నాయి. డైలీ అర్థమెటిక్ మీద బేసిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి, డైలీ రీజనింగ్ బేసిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఇంగ్లీష్ బేసిక్స్ ఉన్నాయి. మార్నింగ్ 7:30 to 9:45 2 hours 15 minutes నేను ఫిలిమ్స్ మెయిన్స్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఈవినింగ్ 6 o'clock 8 o'clock 2 hours మా అబ్బాయి హై లెవెల్ రీజనింగ్, అర్థమెటిక్ రీజనింగ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నాడు. సో అన్నీ కవర్ అయిపోతాయి. సో ఇక్కడ గురు రాఘవేంద్ర బ్యాంక్ కోచింగ్ సెంటర్లో బ్యాంక్ క్లర్క్స్, బ్యాంక్ పీఓస్, రైల్వేస్, స్టాఫ్ సెలక్షన్ కమిషన్, ఇన్సూరెన్స్ కంపెనీస్, ఆర్బీఐ క్లర్క్స్ అన్నిటికీ ఆఫ్లైన్ కోచింగ్ ఉంది. ల్యాబ్ ఫెసిలిటీ 350 సిస్టమ్తో ల్యాబ్ ఫెసిలిటీ ఉంది. ప్రతిరోజు నైట్ 9:30 to 11:30 గ్రాండ్ టెస్ట్ కండక్ట్ చేస్తారు. మీ సెల్ ఫోన్ ద్వారా రాసుకోవచ్చు. ప్రతిరోజు ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యాప్ SHGRBCC యాప్లో మీకు ఫైనాన్షియల్ అవేర్నెస్, జేఎల్ అవేర్నెస్, స్ట్రాటజీకే అప్లోడ్ చేస్తుంటారు. ఉదయం 6 o'clock to ఈవినింగ్ 6 o'clock లోపల మీరు ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యాప్లోకి వెళ్ళి జేఎల్ అవేర్నెస్ ఎగ్జామ్ కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చు. కాబట్టి ఇన్ని ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి. ప్లీజ్ కమ్ అండ్ జాయిన్ విత్ అస్ సో దట్ యూ మే హ్యావ్ గుడ్ ఫ్యూచర్. ఓకే, టుమారో వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు మీట్ ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ పేపర్. Nana, thank you.